Hello friends. I want to tell you about the day I threw out every loaf of store-bought bread in my kitchen and never replaced it. It was not a dramatic decision. It did not happen overnight. It happened slowly, the way most important realizations do, through small moments of paying attention. Noticing how I felt after eating. Noticing the ingredient lists getting longer and more complicated on products that claim to be simple and healthy. Noticing that the bread I was eating every single morning was quietly working against every health goal I had. Wheat flour. Added sugars. Emulsifiers. Preservatives. Dough conditioners. Ingredients I could not picture in nature, let alone in my kitchen. So I started experimenting. I went through dozens of recipes over several months. Some were too dense. Some fell apart. Some tasted like cardboard pretending to be food. I was genuinely close to accepting that homemade healthy bread was simply too difficult. And then I landed on this. 4 ingredients. That is it. Cottage cheese, eggs, oat flour made from blended oats, and baking powder. Nothing else. No yeast. No resting time. No complicated technique. Just mix, pour, and bake. And what comes out of that oven is something I genuinely look forward to every single morning. Let me show you exactly how I make it. I start with 2 cups of cottage cheese. Full fat, not reduced fat, and I want to explain why that matters. Full-fat cottage cheese contains conjugated linoleic acid, a naturally occurring fatty acid studied extensively for its role in reducing body fat, supporting lean muscle mass, and protecting against insulin resistance. The reduced fat version removes these fats and often replaces them with stabilizers and thickeners that serve your waistline far less well than the original ever did. I add 4 eggs. Whole eggs, not whites only. The yolk is where almost all the nutrition lives: choline for brain function, vitamin D for calcium absorption and immune health, vitamin A for skin and eye health, and healthy fats that make this bread genuinely satisfying rather than just filling. 1 cup of oat flour. I make my own by blending rolled oats in a blender for 30 seconds. It is cheaper, fresher, and takes almost no effort. Oats are rich in beta-glucan, a specific type of soluble fiber, with the most robust clinical evidence of any food fiber for reducing LDL cholesterol and stabilizing blood sugar. Beta-glucan forms a thick gel in your digestive system that slows the absorption of everything you eat alongside it, including whatever topping you put on this bread. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. That is the entire recipe. I blend everything together with an immersion blender until completely smooth. The batter is thick, creamy, and pours like a dense muffin batter. I pour it into a loaf pan lined with parchment paper. I sprinkle sesame seeds on top because they add calcium, healthy fats, and a beautiful golden crust that makes every slice look like something from a proper bakery. Into the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 45 to 50 minutes. The bread is done when a wooden skewer inserted into the center comes out completely clean, and the top is deep golden brown. I let it cool completely before slicing. This is important. Cutting too early compresses the structure and makes the center gummy. 20 minutes of patience transforms good bread into perfect bread. 1 slice keeps me full for 3 to 4 hours. Not because I am restricting anything. Because the protein and fiber in this bread work together to regulate hunger hormones at a level that processed bread never could. I eat it with avocado and a soft egg in the morning. With cottage cheese and cucumber at lunch. Toasted with a little almond butter, as an afternoon snack that actually holds me until dinner. This bread has become one of the most important things in my kitchen. Not because it is a substitute for something I gave up, but because it is genuinely better than anything I was eating before. Make it once and you will understand exactly what I mean. Tell me in the comments what you put on your first slice. I read every single one, and I genuinely want to know. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you in the next recipe.